Lower, 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 low. Everything's done. Hello, how is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? It's the weekend. It's the weekend, so we can just relax. And we can start just slowly, slowly just playing some games and then having some fun and relaxing, which is effectively the number one thing I want to be doing at all times. Mostly the sleeping part. I wish for this to be less bright, please. Like that. Yeah, that's good. Cool. But yeah. Last time we did the Pelu Pelu thing. We made our way to the goblin place. We did a dungeon where we fought a giant manatee. These are the things I remember. Oh, and we had a little heart to heart where we were like, "Hey, you don't need to care about. You don't need to compare yourself to your other brothers. There's no need to do that. Everybody's different, but rely on us," kind of thing. Which was nice. How many people are online? 17. It won't take that long. Boop, 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 boop. Cool. So yeah, my plan, continue this, same as the first. What's the saying? Second verse, same as the first? God, I love these shoes. They're really cool. I'm a big fan of white and gold. White, gold, purple is kind of my aesthetic. Although green recently has been getting higher up. Green and black are a really good combo. So green and black might be up there as well. I'm gonna move this a bit so I can actually talk. Right, where were we going? We gotta speak with Wooklomat. Let's go see how Wooklomat's doing. See if Wooklomat's, feeling a bit better now. Did I? We haven't attuned to it. Why did I forget to do this before we left? I'm sure I commented about that and said it was for, like, future me. How dare I? That's such a cool little boy. I love those things. Please don't attack me. Thank you. Right, let's make our way to the moblins or the goblins or to something inns. I like that this is obviously the lower area of here. I've been told that those blue quests are not actually beast quests. They're in fact for getting flight in this game, which is kind of cool. Well, where are the bandits? Apparently they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Earthenshire is just a little further ahead, on the opposite bank of Miyakabekzoma, and let's remain vigilant at all times. I mean, they would lose no matter... They'd have to be insanely good bandits to beat us. Oh, Aether Currents. I don't want to get all the Aether Currents. I'll pick this one up. I hate the fact that I thought there wasn't any Aether Currents, like they'd gotten rid of them. But the fact that there's one there makes me realise that they are here, and I've just missed every single one of them, which is slightly worrying. Bird of Ligaka. Ligaga these nuts? No? Does that work? I don't think that works. This place looks absolutely beautiful. I love the pink trees and the yellow trees and the green trees, just making sort of like a, I guess you call it like pastel color kind of thing. Oh, I like that. That's like a Triceratops and a chameleon. A chameleotops. What's their name? Jungle iguana. They could have called themselves the chameleotops and it would have been perfect. Try chameleotops? That would have been awesome. Because you'd have to have try in there because they got the 3 horns. This is it. The village where the Lay of Pots from the Turial saga takes place. Earthshire? Idleshire? Might be the similarities, but be a cultural inclination, I wonder. The settlements themselves couldn't be more different, though. The Shire appears custom-built to resemble Pots, while the other is a repurposed town. Idleshire was cool, though. I liked Idleshire. Welcome to Earthshire. Earthenshire, do I have the pleasure of happy greeting the third promise in her retinue? That's us. We're looking for the Dawn Servant Elector, if you happen to know who that is. You are exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. Riderox is the Elector you seek. Whoa, that's helpful. We can cut straight to performing the feat. And much as Riderox would love to do just that, we have a much more pressing worry. The storm which hit our village shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks on our brain cases. Many help hands from the Potsworn were injured. There is no time for feats or metal tests. I'm sorry to hear that. After learning what the storm did to the stairs, I feared you'd been caught in its path. Not to change the subject, but what are the Potsworn? Goldsmiths contracted to work for the Moblins. The word comes from the pot-like workshops where they practice their craft, ignoring the fact that everything here is pot-like. The Moblins provide the Potsworn with tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Turial. This is unacceptable. I was promised no distractions. If this is the best they can offer, I should have never left that place. You see, the Potsworn desert us. Without enough healthy help hands, we are failing to uphold our side of the Pot Pact. Should our Potsworn leave, or Earthshire will grind to a halt. We have to do something and do it soon. Then let us stand in for the injured helpers. It would give us the chance to learn more about your people and your village. If it brings us closer to the feat, then all the better. This isn't strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obliged to join. Take a rest while you can. Of course I'll help. I'm not going to leave them to just blimmin' have a problem. I was hoping you'd say that. I actually wasn't sure I could do this on my own. We'll all help. I doubt any of us could just sit around and watch. We'll take any help hand we can get. Riderox swears that once the Potsworn have the perfect workshop again, we will commence the feat with all haste. You and the third promise can assist help hand Rakarok. It looks like Ragnarok, I'll be honest. You are the fourth. Fellow Riderox, the other help hands are in need of hand lending. I am getting his name and what he's saying completely wrong. I am very, very sorry. I really appreciate you pitching in. I meant what I said at many fires. There'll be no feigning strength, no more playing at being an invincible promise. If there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. And I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side. I mean, I have done it for 4 expansions, Now let's find this Ragnarok and see what we can do for him. I'm going to call him Ragnarok. I'm sorry, I can't say Ragnarok very well. Ragnarok? I think it... I don't know. Boo, doodaloo, doo 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 doo. Ragnarok? Ragnarok? Can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The park pact is broken and the pots are emptying. We're here to help. You've come to aid? I accept your hand lending with joyous field smiles. If you could offer the Potsworn with their promised good buying, we might save the day yet. Whatever you need. What Ragnarok needs is for new help hands to create good living for post-war Kaya. The help hand assigned to Kaya was hurt during the rock rain, so I took over, but he knows nothing of Kaya. What does Kaya want? What does Kaya need? Help hand does not bother the post-war with straight tasks. Our job is to observe and anticipate, to prepare with the guest think. Please guest think with Ragnarok. Find out what Kaya needs, what Kaya is lacking, so we can provide it. You can count on us. Investigation is my speciality. This is where Kaya works, is it? Let's take a peek inside then. Right, so we need something cold. This must be Kaya. It'd be a lot quicker if we could just talk to him, but that's not the way to do things around here, apparently. We have to leave him be and try our hand at some guest thing. It's at the workshop. You can move. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. It's him. He needs a cold drink, or she. I'm not really sure. I didn't get a good look at them. Crafting material. He has no shortage of crafting material. Of course, it wasn't that. It's him. He must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace. There's no airflow to speak of. How could anyone work in that stifling heat? He's barely touched his meal. This meal is meant to be eaten hot or it loses its savor. Flavor? Probably said flavor, but I saw savor. Okay, so it's not here. It's not him. Is it this thing? Is it him again? Oh, this. Those tools are looking pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones? New tools. Replacement meal. Get him a cold drink. After taking a good look, I think I have an idea of what things Kahir might want to improve his working conditions. Let's head back and talk to him. I refuse. I'm gonna just skip around the word. You made your observations? What did you guess think? First off, I noticed Kai hasn't touched his food, and an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking? But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? He's sure of nothing when it comes to his tastes. I can help you with that. My brother Connor is also Hertzero, and while everyone has their personal preferences, there are some they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, he probably wouldn't have been able to eat it until it's cooled down, and by the time he came back to it, he might have found it cold and unappetizing. The simplest solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter the temperature. I would have never thought of that. Would the third promise mind explaining these things to our cook? Not at all. But I don't think that was the only reason Kaya couldn't concentrate. The homeland is hot and dry, but even Kaya seems to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there any way you could cool down the workshop? Oh, we could try draft shards. Drafty shards, they make a lovely breeze. Do you know where we could get one? We can gather them from the shoals of no return. There are many old boats there, abandoned by those who gave up on the search for the Golden City. The shoal of no return. So we salvage from the wrecks. Could you handle that for us? Yes, ma'am. Oh, and one more thing. From what I can tell, Kaya's files and saws and things were very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order? Ah, he was too preoccupied with stocking materials. A serious oversight, which he will rectify. Supplying good tools for good buying is a help hand's responsibility. Then we all have work to do. We can meet back here when our task is done. The shoals of no return are past the cracks through the tunnel southeast of here. You should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village. Yes, ma'am, sir. In between. Do. Where's this tunnel? Where is this tunnel? Come on. Take a sip of my drink. Living my life. Oh, hello. You're a knotter, aren't you? What brings you out here? Ah, the issue with caring for the potsworn. When they approach me with the same problem, I suggest they commission artisans in Charlene instead. The quality of craftsmen would be guaranteed after all. However, the moblins did not care for the idea. Surely it would be more effective to engage a uniformed trained collective. I cannot understand their fixation on individual contracts. Perhaps the custom will make more sense once we begin the feat of pots. Until then, we've deemed unfit to assist in the manner of help hands, and are instead tasked with tending the injured. We are on our way back from procuring herbs for orange, in fact. Settlements in Kazuuka too have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have become of the wounded had we not found our way here? Should I become servant, one of my first acts will be to establish a reliable trade routes to the capital, when I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlian technology. My apologies, I have much to consider. If you will excuse me. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care, Nutter. Yeah, you need to get a bit more of a heart to that brain. Don't get me wrong, you've got good intentions, and I appreciate what you're trying to do. And some of your things are right. Just gotta learn about customs, mate. Some people are like, no, I want to do this myself. Why? It'd be easier to get another guy to do it. It's the custom. You know, there's people that are like, no, I want to paint my house myself, not hire a painter, even though I have the money to hire a painter. It's because they want their place to feel like a home. Even though there's no, like, scientific logic to it, you doing it yourself means that you feel like it's more of your home. I'd never do it, I'd just blimmin' hire somebody if I could. But I understand the logic of why people would try and do it. Ooh, more aether currents. Wait, are they all... I feel like with how easy this one is, they must all be in the second half. I hope there's only... I hope there's only like... Pardon me. Ugh. I hope there's only like 5. Instead of, I think there was like 10 before. This crystalline shard is faintly warm to the touch. It does not appear to be the wind crystal we seek. I'm going to guess it's the bright green one. Blue's water. Green is used as wind in this world. I think of silver as being more wind, but they choose green, so whatever. Boom. Nailed it. Second try. I'm still convinced this T-Rex is slower. There's just something about it that just feels slower, you know? It just feels slower. I mean, you can feel it too, right? So do you reckon these broken shards are on purpose? Or do you reckon this has happened because of, like, storm damage or something? They didn't bring it up, but it feels weird that they haven't gone for the full dome. When they have for, like, houses and stuff. I'm back. Is that the cool breeze I feel? Yes, here it is. Do 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 do. Yay, the little jig. Yes, thank you for the seek finding a drafty shard. I will add this to the new set of tools he brought. And I come bearing good food tidings. The cook has prepared a feast fit for the most discerning Hetsorrow, and it's on its way even as we speak. Let's go in and see what Kaya thinks of our efforts. Well, we can't ask him. Or her. Again, don't know if it's a woman or a male. I think it's a male. Is he eating? He's eating! He seems happy! It's a guy. It's definitely a guy. Look at that chin. That's a guy chin. I was wondering what occasion called for me to receive so many visitors. A fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I signed a pot pact. I am grateful for your kind consideration. Allow me a moment or two and I'll be able to I can't say that word. With a piece of worthy of a potsworn. Reciprocate? It's something like that. I've seen the word written down and said before, but I can't say it at the moment. God, it annoys me when that happens, but what can you do? It's not the best gold stuff I've seen, because I've been to the blimmin'... I've seen... the oil lamp to brighten the halls of the Volok Shunshar. The craftsmanship satisfies Earthenshire reputation for quality, I trust. Such luster, such brilliance, truly a gift fit for the Dawn Servant. Which one? I'm glad you like it. Considering the time I've wasted till now, I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill, after all. Oh, that's right. I need to... Hold on a second. I need to look at this. Lavai, I am told the Elector has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to task us with defeat. That's great news. Thank you for letting me know. So this is the craftsman of a potsworn. It is indeed a masterful piece. Thank you for your words of praise, Second Promise. I drew inspiration from the Kazakh Uka's natural beauty and sought to capture it in my work. I had wondered why the Moblins did not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Charlian goldsmiths could not easily replicate such exquisite artisan. One cannot create great things if one lacks creative impetus. Toriol, fortunately, does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of a craft would do well to study it there. I was raised among the Hetsaru, more traditional than most, and the shared integrity of Torial's various people was eye-opening. You lived as a traditional Hetsaru? I A few fond memories of nomadic life. He doesn't like being a nomad. Fair enough. I don't like being a I probably wouldn't like being a nomad either. Okay, I need to just do a quick setting on Discord, but because I just want to look at Discord. Put Discord back up. Put Discord back up right now. I'm moving it. Cool. I'm maybe not a genius, but I'm not stupid. Cool, now it's working. We should be back. We are. Cool. I am very grateful to you. I thank you both for your hard work and clever guessing. When it comes to help handing, knowing the Potsworn really is important. Well, that's true. For pretty much everyone you meet. It's a lesson I've had drummed into me several times already on this journey. Okay, hold on a second. L655. This is... my old eyes. What does that say is a level? I don't see... Oh, 660. 655 is useless. Wait, what about this one? 655, and this is 645. This I can wear. Hopefully it's going to be as good as what I'm wearing right now. It's not. Oh well. The elector bids the claimants assemble in the large building on the west side of the village. I will head over after finding Thancred and Orange. Ah, I also ran into the Levelia twins on the way here. I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. I'm glad that he's just nice. We're rivals, but it's not his job to make sure I know the feat is starting. But even now he's considious to a fault. Anyway, let's not keep him waiting. He's right there. He's not going to keep him waiting. I'm checking if these boots are better. 630. They are. God, I look horrible. It's all for the mission. It's that way. That's west. Oh, this is a big spot. That does make sense. Thank you for assisting help hand me. She will announce the feat once the other claimant arrives. So please be patient and wait a little longer. Never mind, their names were similar. You know how it is, just dyslexia and all that. And just me having bad vision in general. The first promise is also here, right? He's just not done anything? Or maybe he did, but I didn't see it. I'm happy to report that we were able to convince one of the Potsworn to stay. How did you fare? So you managed to do the same. Splendid. Oh look, they're here. First Promise. Seer. Welcome to Earthshire, First Promise. We support your plans for Soul Crossing and the new Potsworn they will bring. Hail the mighty Zoljar! He cleared many piles of rock as if they were pebble stones. The resilient sun for Dawn Servant. Zoljar was clearing fallen rocks. I'm surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. He's a nice guy! Well, well, we meet again. Babeljar the Mighty. He's without one of his boys, I think. Just in time for the feat to begin. I'll bet he was already here, laying low, while the rest of us did all the work. Claimants, your attention, please. As Rickarock has explained many of our potsworn left us following the storm. The precious metalwork crafted by those artisans bring in much jingle shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer. So we all merchants will suffer. Pardon me. So Rickarock set you this feat. Each of you are to find one clever hand goldsmith to bring it back here to us. So we were to recruit new potsworn. Makes sense for the feat of pots. Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? You are free to refuse Rickarock's request. She will happy to inform the Dawn Servant of Zul'Jar disqualification. This right is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important. The Rickarock declares the feat of pots begin. But remember, a pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. They're gonna try and steal someone's. The Elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival. Which is exactly what we should do. There's no way you're gonna win against a resilient son. A fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so. Brother. Come, let us lay our plans. You said it out loud. We heard it. Maybe they didn't care. That would actually be in... The nasty brute is up to something. Aye, he may seek to delay us again as he did on the river. We can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Wuklamat? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? We know one. We know a guy. I know some artisans among my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. I couldn't ask one of them to give up the comforts of Torial to live in the remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. Meanwhile, Konoha probably has hundreds of young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand, that's just a statement of fact. I suppose we could try asking around. I'm not saying that word. That seems logical place to start. Back to Torial it is. Wait, does that mean we have to take that boat again? No, I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. You said I should share my burden, so I will speak plainly. The truth is, I get really sick on boats. Yeah, we all know. Wuklamat, that's hardly news. But it was brave of you to admit. In any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading downriver will be much smoother. It will? Are you sure? I'm positive. Mostly. Okay, that's very cute. The blimmin'... They're like... effectively, blimmin' kitten eyes. So cute. Ugh, I need a moment. Upriver or downriver? Ikumakambatu is too rough for me. Wait, did I blimmin' attune to the thing? The nausea is a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd still rather not set foot on a boat if I can help it. Alright, I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Ropey can help us recruit a potsworn. We've got one. It's going to be that guy. There's no way they would show that guy off and not have him be the guy, right? God, I love this music. I realise I look very, very, like, static when I actually dance. Because my arm just goes up like that. Do 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 do. Hey, Ropley! Ropley! Pelu guy! Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Ropey. Actually, I have a favour to ask. One of the feats of the feat of pot is to get a pot sworn. Do you have anyone I could ask? Also, I appreciate your trans rights flag. So what do you think? Do you have any craftsmen who might be interested? Flinching my artisans for the moblins, eh? Flinching my artisans for the moblins, eh? Well, seeing as it's the Third Promise making the request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take up your offer. Only I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with the mastery of goldsmithy that would have also no qualms with relocating to Earthshire? The Erosian goldsmith, what about him? You mean that guy's name? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewellery shop across the Salt, and considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little upstream. That said, he's only just got himself a new job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a pot pact? There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the Potsworn are treated, he might even jump at the chance. Either way, you won't find him at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day, probably enjoying a meal. I'm just going to avoid names now. Then maybe we should go and talk to him. Just you and me, since he knows us. Wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. The two of us can handle this. Take a rest at the cabins if you like. I'm convinced I didn't attune to that moblin thing. I'm so annoyed. Right, let's go and see a man about a pot. I mean, it has to be him, right? Has to be him. I was thinking about this the other day of like which place I would love to actually live if I was in this world, and the problem is a lot of places it would be hard to live because they've either just had a tragedy or they've had a tragedy in recent memory and they're rebuilding. But like I think if it was fine, like if it wasn't like in a devastating state, I wouldn't mind living in Ishgard. I think Ishgard is probably my place that I'd be like, I want to be there because I like the cold, and there's some hot places if I want to, like if I don't mind traveling a bit of distance, and it's not like Garlean, which is the other cold place I can think of that's actually in absolute ruin. Oh, Notta. Oh, Notta, you're here too. The Third Promise said she wanted to have a chat. I've just finished eating, so shall we find a quiet spot outside? I love this voice. I'm glad he came back. I'm glad he came back so I can do this voice. The last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Oh, yes, I was, wasn't I? A lost soul until the two of you came along and helped me discover my purpose. My new place of employment has been most welcoming, and for the first time in my life, I feel content with my lot in life. That's wonderful. So what is it you wish to discuss? Well, it's hard to say right after you've settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's when an artisan signs a contract to work with the moblins, isn't it? But you're not a moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's for a feat in the right of succession. I need to bring a new potsworn to the Earthenshire. So that is the way of it. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work here, I'm now demanding you throw that away and sign a pot pact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, Third Promise. The other day I completed the necessary procedures for emigration. I'm pleased to say I'm now an official subject of Torialu. I've since endeavored to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now you will recall it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at East End when the Gallian forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos he was slain. And so as much as I'm indebted to you for turning my life around, it is as a fellow peace-loving Turialan that I want you to win the throne. If I can help that by signing a pot pact, then I shall gladly do so. Thank you. Thank you. I shall return to Master Ropley and inform him on my decision. Allow me. I'm the reason you're leaving, so I shall be the one to deliver the news. Pardon, perhaps you remember me. Brookever, owner of this restaurant. I'd like to have a word if you don't mind. You're Wooklamot's ally from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown too, if the gossip is to be believed. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. I'm guessing that's an optional quest? God, that voice. You can now get access to role quests. Sure, I haven't done the previous role quests, so probably aren't gonna do these ones. Doon 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 doon. Do 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 do. There are no Aether comments here? Really? Hey, welcome, Matt. Master Ropley, I'm so sorry to tell you this, but he's agreed to sign the pot pact, yes? Well, it's a shame to lose a capable goldsmith to have one of my own handpicked to serve the Third Promise as a great honor. I appreciate you understanding. Of course, if you happen to know any other talented artisans, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself if you're so inclined. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropley. I am blessed to have these workshops be my first home. Come back if the goblins cut that you loose. You always have a job here. I expect you want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. Yes. What became of that guy? Were you able to find him? We did. He agreed to become a podsworn. We'll leave when he's ready, but you still have a little time. Splendid. We shall meet you anon. I have plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. He's putting his faith in me, and I won't let him down. Do. You may now unlock deliveries. Right, okay, cool. I never done a delivery in my life. What did I get? This? Pants? We can up our pants. That looks better. Like, it's still not a good fit for me, but I still think it looks better. Right then, I have some things to take care of at the palace. While you can pass time however you like, I'd suggest you head back to the caverns. After all, even heroes need to rest, and we still have a big journey ahead of us. You goddamn right we do. Big journey? I like how it just sounds that they gave the guy... They were just like, go ahead. Do as much blimmin' jazz as you want. You know what? Let's do a little jig. Got to do a little dance. Right, we're back in. We're back in. Hacker voice, we're back in. Yes, I could have teleported to this. No, I don't regret doing this. It's a nice walk, and I wouldn't have been able to dance. So do the lizards always have the word jar after their name? Because there's like Bakul Jar, the guy I just went past had a jar in his name. The Dawn Servant has a jar in his name. It's weird that they have jars in their names when the moblins are the people with pots. Eh? Is that a joke? Is there something there? Welcome back, madame. You've had a land-scarred messenger most anxiously waiting on your return. Not of the third form's entourage. I've been all over the city looking for you. The Dawn Servant summons you to the palace. You are to be present yourself to the gate guard stations outside the soup perch at your earliest convenience. Oh, and one more thing. You are not to mention this to visit to Wuklemat. Sorry, he was very, very busy, so he had to speak quite quickly. He wants to speak to me on my own? Little old me? What have I done to garner the attention of a king? Other than, you know, topple a couple of them. But that's fine, right? Just a couple of topplings of kings. Wait, is this a fight? That looks like it's a fight. I'm gonna bloomin' fight the king. The Dawn Servant awaits you within. While I am not informed of the reason for your audience, in terms of attire, I would suggest full battle regalia. I always wear full battle regalia. Literally, even when I'm sleeping, I wake up and I'm wearing full battle regalia. So is Justinian just gone? Ooh. I can't do his accent. It's really interesting.
Forgive me this sudden summons.
Forgive me the sudden summons.
When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity.
Okay, you think you can take me with only one head? Let us have a fight. He is the resolve guy and not the wisdom dude. Let us have a fight. And they call me the head of resolve for good reason.
Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne.
Let's see that change.
And I've been craving a proper challenge. The Lance Wilter, Estinian, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided. Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown.
Yeah, maybe a bit. Maybe a tiny bit.
Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won,
Yeah. Can you beat me?
are you warrior enough to stand against me?
Imagine being like a white mage here. So long as neither of us get too carried away.
Not even the slightest hint of fear. I knew you were no pretender.
I wonder what you would have said if I said no.
The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course. But expect no other mercies. Come!
Ready your arms and show me the truth of the tale.
Truth of the tales.
Yeah, what about your other head? I won't use the wide blade. That's for the strong opponents. Wow, there's words to this one, and you can hear it.
Give it your all! I want to fight to remember!
Why would you want to not tell your...
Let's test the waters.
What? Okay. Okay, I understood that. What? Oh, it was an axe.
Have you ever fought a viper? Ha! Let's see how you handle this.
Wow, I somehow did that. Like here? Yes. Oh, interesting. So you are a viper.
Very well. Resolve and listen, kingdom. All right.
Oh, he has to do all the magic himself.
Did you think you had my measure? Take this!
doubling. What? Okay, that's fine. I'm not doing a lot of damage to this guy.
No more holding back.
Hold him back?
Stay alert.
Okay. No, I understood what I needed to do there. I'm still alive. Barely. What's he doing? Okay, I didn't give him a big enough threat. I got it. If they did vulnerability every time they did that, I would have lost. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but I got that. We're slowly getting through him. Stop doubling yourself. You already got 2 heads. What's he doing? This is fine. Sorry, I'm putting 100% attention in this because I don't want to do this again. And I don't want them to say, hey, why don't you do it on an easier difficulty? Because that's just insulting. Where the fuck do I go? Like here? Okay. I feel like because I've dealt with this a couple of times, I was supposed to actually have killed him by now. Wow, that actually worked. Like, he doesn't have a third phase, and I feel like he would have had a third phase.
You really are formidable.
That's not doubling. That's fucking tripling.
Now we'll see what you're truly made of.
Okay, no, it's not that one first. It's that one next. Please, please stop! Please stop! Please stop! Please stop! Thank you.
That will do. You've shown me more than enough.
Perfect. Cool, thanks, because I couldn't go much longer.
I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it.
Well, it's not your full strength. You've got the...
Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble.
I've killed gods. Mate. Is it dead? Is that what it means?
Justinian did not exaggerate. You are
It's
a
dead,
force
isn't
to
it?
be reckoned with.
It's not asleep. He didn't do much of the combining them into one blade. Like, he did it like once or twice. What's up with your other head?
Now, a confession. I said I crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here.
Is he going to ask about Wuklemat? If I'm babying him?
I had to judge for myself. If you were fit to attend my beloved daughter.
Have you done that to Thancred and Urandre?
In some respects, she is much like me. Hard-headed and prone to rush into danger.
But she doesn't have that head, does she? That was the stopper.
But one with your talents could readily dispatch the threats that bar Lamachi's way.
But I'm not.
Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliola, but a concerned father.
If she asks me if she's ready to be leader, I'm going to say no.
Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamachi?
Ooh, give me the options.
Whether he be as their promise or just a companion on the road.
Ooh,
Speak your
I want the
mind.
option that says she's got good bones, but she's not there yet. She is young, but has potential. That's effectively what I was saying.
Ha! A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne.
Not yet.
Not yet. Lamachi thinks she understands our many peoples, their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital.
Yeah.
And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you
It is
must
quite
have
early, isn't it?
realized. As potential rulers, all four claimants are lacking.
True.
This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate.
God, he is
but
such a good
cultivate
ruler,
one.
isn't he?
And if no one has impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne.
You just got to hold it for longer then. That's fair.
As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion.
True, true. But yeah, I mean, Barrel Jaw might suddenly change.
With outsiders dragged into my game? I am also hopeful
You never know.
the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer.
Maybe Second Promise will be a bit better after talking to Orange and Thancred, but I would have put someone
I
else other than
imagine
Thancred
you
and
in
Orange.
particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures.
Yeah, I know other
Love
dimension
them and
cultures.
in love
Not
in
the whole
turn.
world here, though, weirdly.
Guide Lamachi as you think best.
She's going to listen to this,
Walk
isn't
at
she?
her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
Somebody's listening.
I knew it.
Whoa, there's Wuklamat.
There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you. You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
Yeah.
I see there is no point in denying
He
it.
really wanted to fight me.
You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries.
You didn't do any injuries. No, that's a lie. You actually really hurt me.
You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father.
Hey,
Let's
he's
take
still
our leave of
respectful.
this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
Hey, they are quite strong. Maybe not as strong as Astinian. I think Astinian was the second most powerful. Wake up. I want to hear the voice of the reason. Let me hear the voice of the reason. Please.
Watch over her, champion.
I want to... Please don't be dead. I want to hear the voice of reason. I really hope it's just sleepy and it's not something else.
Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galloff's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset.
I mean, who wouldn't?
The other two, though. They dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
True. Although the Seer might do it. I feel like the Seer probably would. Right, I need a wee. So I'm gonna slowly just put you on the be right back. And you can just listen to some jazz. It's like the jazz room that I used to do. Okay, see you in a bit. See you in a bit, see you in a bit, see you in a bit. I'll say this, this mic's a lot better at not... Although I don't know if I'm like getting much better quality in my actual voice, it's a lot freaking better at drowning out voices that aren't mine, which is cool. Don't take that out of context. If he had his way, Papa would keep dueling until the day he dies. Even now, I only know 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after this bout. Zorul Jar, your Lance Wielder friend, and yourself. You really do live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious though, did Papa want anything else of you? Just a sparring partner. Well, if that's all it was. They're okay. What's this? Oh, it's a flower pot. I still haven't had one bite of Namika's food, thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm going to finish my plate before I head out. I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at the cabins. Come and join us after you've had a moment to recover, eh? Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Let me jump. Let me jump. Thank you. Do. I'm trying to think of other people I could bring here to have a duel with him that would actually like having to have a duel with him. That's alive. Maybe Hein? I think that's it, really. Trying to think of other rulers, like, that would actively like coming here. Nah, I can't think of any more. Maybe Zero? I did not know that that was a fall. But as soon as I committed to it, I decided I'm going to commit to it. Ethernet, bring me to here. I don't think I'll ever get the last one. If I haven't already got it. This feels like a big point. Are they going to try and take him? Sorry to keep you waiting, everyone. Is that it? You're all set to go? I left Aurozia prepared to travel in search of work, though I have very few belongings to begin with. Bid farewell to my fellow artists took a lot of time, however. Again, I appreciate you making the commitment. Shall we depart for Earthenshire then? A word before you go. Whatever, what are you doing here? Ah, I spend my days correcting manners, and here I thought I'm perpetually the grave offence of delaying the third promise's departure. Please take up the axe and rend my flesh onto taku meat. Must you demands be so gruesome? Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Again, oh right, then I won't let it bother me either. What was that all about? I've come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the City of Gold, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's right. It's the final step on the rite of succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear about it. Then allow me to be of service. As you know, legends of the Golden City have been passed down in Toral for 1,000 years. Yet when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portray it as one might expect, a glittering metropolis of golden towers. Others suggest it's more unassuming, and owes the name to a fabulous treasure hidden at the heart. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The lesson to be learned from this third promise is that to seek the legend is to court death. I must implore you to proceed with utmost caution. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Whatever. Whatever. It's like voulez-vous, but slightly different. What are we to make of this cautionary tales? If every expedition has ended in tragedy, how then did the Dawn Servant find the city and return without incident? It seems the legends originate from Yokhul. Speaking with them remains our strongest lead, I feel. A lead we shall follow in time, but first let us see this guy to safety in the Moblin's care. I'm very cautious of making sure that at any point we show everyone to that. We like show that we've done it to everybody so no one can steal it, you know? There is absolutely no way the resilient son would lose.
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the resilient son, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
And they can always just quit whenever they want.
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire. Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them.
Maybe he just doesn't know how to change his voice.
If no territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
Who knows? Barrel jar? You gonna try it? This'll be fun.
Step aside.
Remind me. There was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants. Was there?
There wasn't.
Do not be foolish, Bakul Jaja.
Bakul Jaja. Great name.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones.
Genius.
And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head.
He's getting destroyed. There is no way.
The Dawn Servant may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we.
Is he also going to combine his weapon, but it'll be a staff sword? Which effectively just makes him a red mage.
Face me in battle and learn your place.
He's done it. He's picked up his weapons.
A moment, first promise.
Ooh.
Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
Okay. Interesting.
Too scared to make the first move?
I'm gonna watch him get destroyed, aren't we?
Then allow me.
Ooh, one shot. Why did he even have his weapons out? There was no need.
But he's just a runt.
Is he now?
My thanks for your restraint.
He's a runt that literally is the captain of the land's guard.
I can kill him whenever I please.
What? No. What about the artisan? Come on. Take the artisan.
Your part in this is
Oh, is he
far
going to
from
mind
over.
control them? Yeah, he's gonna manipulate him, right? Empower him with magic. That's if I was a villain, that's what I would do. Oh, we did it easily. We're back, and we've brought with us a willing post-sworn. This is a talented goldsmith who once worked at Esteem's Aesthetic in Uldar. Wow, impressive! You are the first to return, Third Promise. And with an artisan from across the Salt, no less, we welcome you and your unique skills to Earthenshire. Helphand will show you to Workpot.
Then this is it then. I look forward to hearing you proclaimed Dawn Servant.
Thank you. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. I also will be sure to not disappoint you. You have met the requirements of the Feta Pot. I present you your keystone with joy smiles and well-wishing. Thank you. Can I keep the tablets just for no reason other than... That marks 3. We beat you this time. More post-sworn candidates? Come, tell you your tales. Tell me your tales. It's like the promises are the only ones that are doing any job, because they're the only ones with promise. And the other guy has no promise, because he's not a promise. Another feat accomplished, another keystone acquired. Oh ho, you are doing well. I expect nothing less of Zoruljar's esteemed siblings. Your cleverness in particular is most admirable, second promise. We must apply that Charlian knowledge you so cherish and arm Troll with the weapons of magic design. In your role as the new Dawn Servant's chief advisor, of course. The tools of war hold no interest on me. I wish only to improve our nations through practical innovation. Foreign powers will think twice about testing our strength once Turial is known for its advanced technology. Just as the Garlean Empire was deterred from invading Charlian. That may be true, but for how long will it take Turial to progress to the advanced state? How many years? With a collective commitment to education and hard work, it should not take so very. Your way is too slow. Easier to expand our territory and swallow Charlian whole. Conquer other nations through force of arms and you're looking at a future of uprisings and bloodshed. Yours wouldn't be the first failed empire. Then we keep fighting until the mounting costs convince them to lay down their weapons, until all have grown tired of loss. That's insane. How would such an outcome bring anyone joy? What would the purpose in this what you propose is a mockery of peace? It's reminded of days long ago. In the time before Toriol, there were no pot packs for the potsworn. It was normal to grab snatch artisans, force them to work for moblies. Until the day Gul Jar Jar arrived, the families of the grab snatch pleaded with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. Mobbies are not warm-make people. We feared death had come for us, but Gul Jar Jar wanted to talk. Be at ease. We are here to trade words, not blows. The gold's work crafted in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance the quality of materials used, the mastery of technique employed. Yet it does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirit is devoid of luster. Compare that to now. Compare that now to the works of a joyful artisan. She pours her very soul into her creations, and they shine like newly risen sun. Have you not seen this to be true? And so we began the custom of good living. Happy potsworn make good works, and good works make mobbies happy. Gul Jar Jar was wise. Joy Smiles did indeed bring fine crafts and much jingle shine. So the head of reason was behind the forging of pot packs? Yes, reasons and clever think changed Mobby's ways of life. Huh. The first promise tires of talks of olden days. He would rather look to the future and the next feat. This guy is too weird. I do not like that he smiled at me. We should get going. We should get going on as well. The fact that he thinks he can take Charlian is insane. I don't care how powerful he is. Barul Jar Jar never did come back, did he? Do you have a moment, Third Promise? I would repay you for hand helping with Kaya. He brings a tale of the Golden City. Really? I would love to hear it. The towers, the streets are all fashioned from gold. Everything you look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, and everyone in between lived in golden happiness, a city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds. Everything fashioned from gold, eh? And just imagine everyone living in golden happiness. Now that's a city I'd like to visit. Excuse me, where did you hear that particular tale? From a long time, your cool friends. They live up in the mountains. In Urupachi. The giants again. Seems everything is pointing us to their way. This feat and everything leading up to it has taught me much about the Moblin way of life. It'll be sad to leave Earthenshire and your Joy Smiles behind. I love that little dance. I love the little dance. It shows so much happiness. Right, we should go and see the giants next. Agreed. Golden mysteries notwithstanding. Their village's featured proximity in the saga and is not to be ignored. The highland should be easy enough to reach from here. If we leave Earthenshire from the west, there's a road which leads up into the mountains. Let's just find that first. Yeah. Before all of that, I did attune to this thing, right? I hadn't attuned to it. I almost left. God, could you imagine how bad that would have been? Boom, 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 boom. So there's one here. There's 2 there. There's probably 2 here. Yeah, there's 4 here. Oh, I liked that. It's got like a little bush in its back. Oh, they've gone for proper outback sound. Bow, ba-down, ba-down, bow. Guys, you haven't even moved that far away. Come on. Is there something blocking the road? Do. Look, the trail is going to get steep from here on. I hope everyone is ready for some climbing. Third promise. I'm glad I caught you. Woodrock asked me to bring you back to the village. She says there's something she forgot to give you. Huh? Something other than the keystone? Yes, an item of great importance, or so I was told. It shouldn't take that long if you would please follow me. I wonder what this is all about. Well, no need for everyone to come. I'll be back in a bit. They're gonna steal it. That's them stealing. I don't trust it. Let me go. I don't trust it. Let me go. Oh, fuck! I can't let them go. This is taking quite a while. I don't want to wait. Perhaps there was some complication. I can't believe that worked. Why didn't one of us go with him? This is getting a little ridiculous. Did she get lost on the way back to find us? But how? There's only one road. I wouldn't underestimate Wooklemat's sense of direction, or lack thereof. Fortunately, she has a link pearl. Let's see what's keeping her. There it is. There's the music. She's not responding. Perhaps we should all return to Earthenshire. It was the moblin that had business with him, right? With her, sorry. Oh, we're gonna have to deal with Buckle Jaja. I hate Buckle Jaja. I guess we could deal with him. I do really like these creatures. I didn't ask for him. That's what they're gonna say. I know it. Well, I don't know it, but I'm guessing. Back again so soon? We've come looking for Wooklemat. Did you not send someone to fetch her? I did not. Neither has she seen the first chorus since she last left here. Then who was the man who came for her? Oh, I thought you'd left already. Where is Lamati? Is she not with you? You don't know where she is? How could you let this happen? 'Twas that thou shouldn't worry for thy sister is understandable, yet rather than assign blame, thine energies are better spent in locating her. I will help you search. This is not how I'd wish my fellow claimant to lose the contest, my sister least of all. In that case, dividing our forces will allow us to cover more ground. Noto and I shall work together at least, the better to facilitate communication between our groups. And the rest of us will split up, reporting should you find anything. Well, I mean, Thancred and Orange still have our numbers, right? Like, we can link pearl them. I guess you do need to be with someone who has a link pearl. We'll be on our way. Right, keep in touch. It's Barrel Jar, isn't it? Barrel Jar Jar. Come, we begin our search. I like that they're so matter of fact. If Latamie was returning to Earthenshire from the west, then she should have passed through here, except she swears she doesn't see her. In which case, 'tis entirely possible Latamie never made it to the village at all. The only way to be certain is to ask the sentry station at the opposite entrance. Logical? I like it. Ah! Tell me, sentry. The third promise? Mobley has been standing with diligent eye-watchy and has not seen claimant passing through. What of Tonawawatu with the brightly coloured hair? Mobby knows something of this one. He fears Tongflax about Pelu Peddler in many fires, who was attacked by Crazy Hair Bandit on the road. A bandit, you say? A bandit, you say? Thank you. You've been most helpful. My sister is clearly not here. Though I wish it were otherwise, we must consider the possibility that the Tonawatan messenger and the brigade described by the sentry are one and the same, and that Lamati is in very real danger. Come, let us hurry to the many fires. I'd like a word with this peddler should they be around. Of course. Do 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 do. Oh, somebody's having a big fight over there. I think they're using the Pictomancer, if I had to guess. It's very colourful. Was there something I could help you with? I'm told you were a victim of a bandit attack. Could you recount exactly what happened? My goodness, I thought I recognized you. I'll tell you everything I remember, Second Promise. It was a scoundrel, Wakase, who ambushed me. You know of the name of the attacker? There's no mistaking that hair. All my peddler friends have the stories of that notorious bandit leader and his perditions. Warakase and his gang will stoop to any low for the sake of a few pel, and with no fresh quarry coming up the broken stairs, they've had to become more creative. Little wonder he went after Lamity. He likely thinks to ransom her for a royal sum. I expect he'll assume my case demand, but I don't intend to wait. We'll find this villain first and deliver her desired payment in person. What say you to a small deception? I will assume the role of a well-to-do merchant to lure Wakarase out of hiding. Then when he comes sniffing about, we'll catch him by the rat by a tail. An excellent plan. I have just the right garments for your disguise. At a specially discounted price, of course. A brush with bandits hasn't dampened your mercantile spirit, I see. Very well, I'll accept your generous deal. Maybe it'll have less belts on it. That's a lot less belts. Put on the hat. Oh wait, you can't. Now we lay the bait. I'll precede you in the many fires to make my presence known. You follow on behind, boasting to those along the way of how you paid a hefty sum in exchange for a rare gemstone or something. If Warakase is a coin hungry as they say, then there's certainly a recently enriched peddler should be an irresponsible mark. Irresistible mark. We should let him strike, and we will spring our trap. Do you have your weapon with you? I assume you have a weapon? A gun? Time to play our parts. Follow me. I'm not gonna fall behind. He walks slowly. There, the Ibrian fella. Share with him how happy your imaginary deal has made you. / happy. A rare gemstone from that merchant, you say? I envy the profit he must have made from such a sale. Since the stairs were destroyed, I've not been able to peddle goods at my usual haunts. Good start, but I am certain Wakase is aware of me. Let's continue. Rebly! Wait, Rebly? Isn't that the name of the other guy? What's Rebly doing here? The stage is yours. Hey, guy. I'm happy. Oh, they got a little thing there you can click. Sold you a sparkle stone from your collection? Well, that explains your giant joy smiles. Mobby is happy for your happiness. Mobby is also jealous of the merchant and all the jingle sign he must have made. That should be enough. Perhaps one last act to drive home? I'm so happy about the jingle shinies must have made. Do you see that cheerful Palu? Tell him the tale of your precious gemstone, and then we'll be done with this of this charade. Oh, it's so happy. A passing peddler has had the very gemstone you sought for your collection? That is a stroke of luck, and I'll wager the merchant was just as pleased to fill his pockets with your grateful coin, eh? Well, I'm inspired to go and earn some pel of my own. Who knows? Maybe the opportunity will find me, even as it found you. He's listening. I've seen him. Ah, most valued customer, the profit from that single purchase of yours should see me through weeks of idle leisure. Travelling with such a fat purse and no sellsword is tempting fate, so I shall make Earthenshire my last stop, then return forthwith to Toriel. I'm gonna get all that money. Did you see that? The rat has come for a nibble. Sorry, there's a cat here. You've played the part of perfection, Notta, a woman of many talents, just as Thancred and Oranje described. Now let us lure Wakase and bring our trap. Oh, this hat. I wonder if I can wear this hat. Oh, wait. I can never wear hats. Yep, that hat didn't work. Let us execute the final stage of our plan. I will set out towards Earthenshire, alone, unarmed. The better to stealth the act of a defenseless merchant. Assuming Wakase is watching, he will likely watch for a quiet stretch of the road before accosting me. I'll be relying on you to follow closely behind, remain hidden, until the time comes to spring a trap on the Bandit King. Just remember, we need him alive. Very well. Don't look at me like that. I'm on a stream. I can't be stroking you at every second of every point. You know this. You know this. You know this. It's like I'm the bandit, except I'm not. Unless he has a lot of money. I heard that he sold a gemstone for a lot of money. Maybe I can get that. The guy who bought the gemstone looked pretty strong though, so I might go just after the guy who made the money. I wish I was playing ninja so that I could actually like make sense why I could stealth. Ooh, a bunch of people. I hear business has been good to you, Master Merchant. How about you share some of your profits? And by some, I mean every coin you have. You're the gemstone collector. Oh, I see what this is. You've been tricked. Spit in your eye. Men, kill this vandal. I like the club. That looks like a sword. Slippery vermin. We'll interrogate his underlings instead. If you be so kind, not afraid. Leave them capable of speech. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom. You know how hard it is to do non-lethal hits with a samurai sword? Apparently not that hard, you just use the reverse of your blade. I was hoping to talk to you with your boss, but I suppose you three will have to do. Wait, the second promise? What do you want with us? Think I'm scared of a fancy title? I'll take the royal ears as a trophy as soon as I get free of these ropes. Nope, you won't. I know your gang is behind my sister's abduction. Tell me where she is. Eat pack of shit, salt lover. That's right, we don't serve you. Do not play games with me. Where is Wuklamat? I'm fast losing patience. Talk now or die. The choice is yours. We were hired to nab the third promise, that's all. We don't know where we took her. Hired by whom? We weren't told that either. And Wawakase knows. He's the one who took the job. Well, it seems we needed the leader after all. Once I've arranged for the Landsguard to take custody of these criminals, I'll call on Thancred and his tracking skills. But perhaps you could pursue Wakase in the meantime? The bandits were running in an easterly direction. Should you locate him, I suggest you shadow him rather than force a confrontation. He might lead us to where Lamate is being held. Sorry, I keep forgetting the voices I give them. And then they get new voices. Yes, I could have dismounted and made that instantly easier, but I decided not to. I'm stealthing because I'm crouching. That shows I'm stealthing, right? Follow Wawakse from a distance. Should your quarry display the effects shown here, you'll be discovered when he turns around. To avoid these, make use of cover such as rocks. The object will also end in failure if you follow too closely. I'm behind a rock. You can't see me. I'm behind a rock. And by a rock, I mean a tree. I don't know why I called it a rock. I don't know what to do here. Keep to the tree. Keep to the tree. It's fine. You can't see me. You can't see me. Don't turn around yet. Don't turn around yet. Don't turn around yet. Don't turn around yet. There's a large rock right here. We've got it. We've got it. Oh, that's... I'm annoyed with that. Okay, okay, I need to get better at stealthy. I promise you, I will not end this stream until I've beaten this thing. I'll be honest, kind of think that was a bit bull, but I guess it's 30 years infinite. I would have no, I'm not. I'm being overly critical there. Yeah, I know what it was all about. I know what I did wrong. Stop looking around. Keep moving. There's nothing there. Stop looking. There's nothing there. There's still nothing here. Don't turn around. It's supposed to be so easy. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Don't stop. Genius. Even if he saw me. Genius. That feet's not gonna help. This lock might. You can't see me, mate. We're gonna stick to this edge, because there is logic to being able to be unseen no matter where we are on this edge. Are you safe enough now? Don't look around then if you think you're safe enough now. I'm running out of places to hide. There's a tree here. Hubigo. Hubigo? Is that the name of a lizard person? Boom. We did it. Told you I'd do this before we left. Bow, now, now. Where's that dam? Oh, there he is. That's a barrel Jar Jar guy. Finally, my money! Give it to me! The Lands God must be hunting us already. Calm yourself. We've had our troubles finding a suitable hideaway. Right. We finished. Take your prize and leave me out of the rest. Such hostility. You were hurting for coin. I offered you a gainful employment. Out of the kindness of my heart. Kindness? You brought a blackened tempest upon us. One look, and I can tell that woman was a killer, a butcher, a salted devil in the flesh. Oh, spare me your fearful bleating. Go on, scamper away now before the scary mercenaries comes to your head. Comes to claim your head. Konoha told me the news. You found the abductor then? What's the situation? And you think the bandits were hired by this Hobigan? Alright, new strategy. Forget Wakase. Stay on Mamuljar's tail. We don't want to endanger the third promise, so keep your distance until you're certain they have her. I'll catch up to you as soon as I'm able. Oh no, it's not another stealth quest, is it? I mean, we know the hideout, so I probably can just tell that to the Lands Guard. Assuming they haven't run. Which, I mean, anyone smart? Yeah, follow. Watch me fail immediately. Why didn't I stay over here? This is genius. This is just a much better spot. There's no way you can see me here. Where do I go now, though? Don't stop, 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 don't stop. Are you stopping? Is that you stopping? Doesn't seem like you're stopping. You don't stop. You're a strong boy. You'd never. A lizardman would never look behind because they never care because they can beat everything, right? Nope. You can't see me. Stop looking. You can't see. You can't see me. You can't hear me either. If you don't want a beating, you better run. Yeah, definitely. You reckon I can make it out of that tree? Not this tree, the bigger tree over here. This tree. That's the tree I'm going for. He's kept running. Okay, we've got a good line of sight here. This is not their hideout. It's blimmin' huge! I refuse to believe that they didn't find that. One last precaution, just in case. Nope. Don't look. No precautions. We know where you are now. You got the boat. Cut the strings. Don't let them go anywhere. Oh, he's already doing that. Okay, so they're going somewhere with water, so they don't want anyone to have any ships to do it. Okay, that makes some sense. Do 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 do.
Better late than never.
Better late than never.
That Mamulja. He's the one who kidnapped Wook Lamart.
Well, he's the one that hired the people who kidnapped Wook Lamart.
So we're still unsure. If we can follow him a bit longer, confirm his connection to the abductors.
Oh, they're coming in a little sail ship.
That will complicate matters.
Shoot him! Confound it! Confound it!
If I set out now, I can trail them along the riverbank.
Do it!
Yeah, go on, Thancred.
Even if it costs you the contest.
What worth is the throne if I lose my sister to win it?
Oh, he does have some good parts to him.
Very well then. I'll send word when I locate her. Till then, I suggest you save your strength. A rescue attempt could turn ugly.
Of course.
That Hubigo just now. I swear I've seen him with Bakul Jaja. Knowing the way that monster works, he probably hired bandits to kidnap her so he could steal her keystones.
I mean, yeah, he's openly said that multiple
Even alone,
times.
my sister is more than a match for a gang of untrained ruffians. She must have been ambushed or deceived.
It's true. I mean, they might not be untrained.
Gah! I should have been there. If those bastards have hurt her.
Be patient. Trust in Thancred.
I do trust him, but...
Be patient.
Forgive me. Snapping at you won't get my sister back.
No, it won't.
I'm afraid I've always been like this when it comes to Lamachi. The thought of her being in danger sends me into a panic.
It's just brotherly love.
Isn't that how families should be?
Yes, 100%. I mean, not panic.
These days, Turali Mikote live however they please. But the clan into which I was born kept to the nomadic traditions of our ancestors.
Fair
They
enough.
herded their own neck across the plains, always moving with the seasons.
Cool. Fair enough.
During one such migration, my birth parents left me behind.
Oh, it's like the hobbits from Rings of
Shut-
Power.
All alone. Without a single word of explanation.
Jesus.
A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself.
Well, it wasn't the dude.
I became a stallkeeper in Tuliyolal's market. And that is where the Dawn Servant found and adopted me.
Jesus, you had a pretty decent life before the Dawn Servant found you.
I had already been in the palace some time when Lamachi came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parent. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her.
Aww. Very cute.
So, as you might now understand, I will stop at nothing to rescue her.
I like that it seems like my
While we await
power...
word from Tancred, I suggest we prepare ourselves to travel downriver. You have a boat, yes?
We do. I like how it seems like my power and one of the powers that,
Why release the Ponity if not to delay pursuit? If we were unsure of their guilt before, then this surely proves it.
it seems like Wooklemat has it as well, which is just to
Before we act,
let people
however,
open up
let us
to you.
regroup with your comrades. Would you mind making the call?
Of course. Cool. We made the call. Alphano's probably gonna answer, if
Understood.
anyone.
We'll meet
Yeah.
you at many.
I knew it. I knew it, Alphano. Right, I'm gonna have to call it here. We've actually gone overtime, but I just didn't want to end it randomly in a cutscene because that would be weird. Or randomly in a stealth section because that would be weird, you know? But we'll end it here. I hope everyone's had a good time. I've had a great time. I'm having a lot of fun just casually going through this. It's just like you got a story to talk about. You just have those lulls where you can talk about anything you want. I will see you on Monday for a chill, whatever we plan on playing. I'll see you on Wednesday for more Baldur's Gate. And I'll see you on Friday for more of this. But until then, have a great weekend. Bye!